Trying this again because it didn't work the first time. So this video is actually very important to me, and it's the reason why this is now the third time that I have filmed it, because yeah, that's always fun. So if you are new here, hello and welcome. I hope you enjoy this content. If you are not new here and you've come back, welcome back, and I also hope you enjoy the content. Thank you for coming back. I very much appreciate it. So I've had a gym membership for say about a year and a bit now, and I'm very proud of myself for even keeping it and getting this far. Although, like most people, I still find it hard to actually get to the gym. Like, I'll choose to wear pajamas over getting into my gym clothes and going there. Or even I'll do kind of silly things like I drive all the way to the gym, notice that there's more than 5 cars in the car park and go, not today, and I'll go home. That's crazy, but although I still do that, it actually took me a long time to even get the membership in the first place, and I'm quite proud of myself. I've gotten there. I've gotten the membership and gone through that. Because the thing is I was really scared of exercising in front of people. I was scared of going to the gym because I didn't know how gyms worked. They were like this mystical box that I didn't quite understand, where people went and did exercise that I didn't know how they do it or how they talk to each other or if they had to talk to each other, and then they come out and become gym junkies. But I wanted to try it because I enjoyed sort of working out by myself, but I wanted to extend it a little bit more. I didn't want to go on runs because I hate runs, but I wanted to try using more weights and lifting them without having to have a spotter. So I wanted to go and join a gym. But it's very difficult to go to a gym at first because of all of the fears of getting a gym membership. So the reason why I've made this video is just in case any of you guys out there are like me, or were like, are like how I was, and are a little bit worried about getting a gym membership because you're not quite sure how gyms work. So this is just like a comprehensive step-by-step guide of getting your first gym membership, what to expect, and then going to the gym for the first time. So yeah, so the first thing that you should do is look for a good gym. And what I find a good gym for me personally is it needs to have 24-hour access and also be not lock-in and low fees. So the reason why I don't like it to be locked in is because the thing is I once actually had a gym membership beforehand that my mum organised for me, so I don't really count that. And it turned out not good for me because it wasn't open past 8 o'clock, and then whenever I would have time to go, it'd be too busy for me to actually go. And then I was locked in and having to pay a gym membership for another 12 months, and that's just a waste of money. So especially if you're trying new gyms and experimenting new things, then not having a lock-in contract is really important and a thing that you should think about. It might be a little bit more expensive per month, but yeah, just have a look at that. See how it works, or whether that value is more important than the lock-in contract, or whether you know that you're going to be great at going to a gym and you would prefer the lock-in contract. So think about that. For me, a 24-hour access gym is very, very, very important. I work shift work, so it means some days I won't be able to work out at all. Some days it'll be at odd times, but most importantly, it's because it then opens up the wonderful time of 11 PM at night to go exercising, and I can go exercising without having to have too many people around, and it just gives more opportunity to exercise at strange hours of the night, because who sleeps at normal times nowadays? Not me. And it just allows you to work around your own personal sleep-wake routine and all of that jazz. So once you've picked your gym, then it's time to get the actual membership itself. Now this is the hardest, well, was the hardest part for me, because you actually have to go in and talk to someone. Now, I have looked far and wide for a gym membership that allows you to sign up online without talking to anyone, but as far as I can tell, they don't exist. At least not in my area. I haven't found one. So I strongly suggest having a friend with you if this is a thing that you have trouble with doing. I brought my partner and he signed up with me and we got a discount, so yay. Yeah, so sometimes if you sign up with somebody else, you can get a discount, Or even if you have a friend that already goes to the gym, if you sign up to their gym, bring them with you, show that they told you that the gym, then sometimes you can even get a discount too. It all depends on the gym, and you should definitely try and exploit that and get as cheap as possible, because why not? Why not save your money? So when you walk in, you're gonna have to walk in during business hours, which is generally like during the middle of the day or sort of either side of the middle of the day, and you'll find the gym manager and they'll say hi, you say hi, I would like to join the gym, and they'll go yay, because it's thoroughly important for their job. They want people to join their gym. Then they'll bring you through some forms, which are mainly just, you know, the form of saying you're okay to have money taken out of your account every fortnight or week or month or however often they do the gym, and also to say that you're physically fit to work, physically fit to exercise. If you do have an illness, I suggest bringing a note from your doctor just to say that I can exercise by myself despite my illness, because they will ask you about that, whether there's any reasons why you wouldn't be able to exercise. And they would like to have doctor's notes just to back themselves and make sure that they know that you know that you're going to be safe. Then they'll just show you around the gym, show you the important things like where all the equipment is. Obviously that's, you'll figure that one out. Where the toilets are, where the water is, where the emergency buttons are, if they have them, how to contact people, and all of that jazz. You probably won't need to use an emergency button, just sometimes they have them. Oh, by the way, I often like to wear like jeans and a t-shirt to that, because it means that I kind of stand out from all the gym goers. I'm in obviously not gym going clothes, so it's a lot easier to find someone to talk to if you kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Like the only time where you'd want to stick out, because you're not going to the gym, you're just signing up to the gym. Then after that, depending on the gym, quite often they'll give you a free PT session, which is quite lovely, because it means that you'll be able to go in and the PT will show you how to use the different equipment. They do give you a quick brief overview, and if you just say I've never been to a gym before, they'll definitely tell you where to look and how to check things. But yeah, so then you'll book the free PT session, and then there's that. Obviously, sometimes a free PT session sounds like the worst thing ever, because I don't want to talk to someone, I don't want to have someone exercise, so it's obviously an option that you don't need to go with, but it's there. It's there if you would like some extra help and some extra knowledge about how to use the different equipment, which can build up lots of confidence. Now, so you've signed up, you have your membership, yay! That is, to me, was the hardest part. I brought my partner along, obviously, so it was a little bit easier. Now is for going to the gym and what to bring. So here are the 6 things that you should always bring to your gym when you're going. So you bring a water bottle, and then you should bring a towel. I'll get into that one in a second. You should bring a phone with headphones and music, or a podcast. I like to listen to podcasts, because where else will you get like 30-40 minutes to listen to a podcast? I think it's a great opportunity. You should wear shoes that are exercise shoes, comfy workout clothes, and something else. Oh yeah, your gym pass so you can get in. Get in the door, that's very important. So those are the things that you should definitely bring every time. Now, when you walk into the gym, you'll beep your gym pass, the door will open, or however, I don't know, maybe it's a code, maybe it depends how the gym works. They'll often have a little spot where you can keep all of your belongings. I always find this quite safe, but if you're feeling a little bit worried about it, feel free to lock all of your important belongings in your car, and just bring in the 6 things that I said beforehand, because your phone is going to be on you. So yeah, if you have a friend, definitely take them and carpool with them. It gives you extra encouragement. Yeah, and I know everyone always says this about how everyone's been a first timer at the gym, and you know, they're all here for the same thing. It's so true, but I know that sometimes it's just hard to internalize that, but once you get there, you kind of start to understand. So you go in and you put your stuff down, grab your water bottle, and then start your workout. I like to start off by going to the elliptical, to like loosen up a little bit, and then I'll do arms for about 10 minutes, and then I'll do legs for about 10 minutes, and then I'll do core for about 10 minutes, and then I'll stretch out. And that's my thing. There are so many different things on the internet. There are blogs, apps, videos about ideas of workouts at the gym you can do, and I definitely suggest using one of them for at least your first couple of times, because it just sort of, well, first of all, they'll give you an idea of how to use the equipment, and second of all, you can just get an idea of what to do so that you're not aimlessly wandering around. It sort of gives you a purpose and something to do, and you don't look as silly. Not that you look silly wandering around, but I feel less confident when I'm aimlessly wandering than when I know exactly what I'm doing at that moment. I like to go at 11 p.m. where there isn't very many other people around, but sometimes I go at midday and there isn't other people there. Also, the other day I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna go to the gym when it's busy. So I went at 3 p.m. on a Friday. Apparently that's a very dead time too. There was no one there until I decided to leave. So yeah, so I like to avoid the busy times and just exercise by myself. Every gym will have quiet times where you can just go in and exercise. Generally they're busiest sort of at really early in the morning before work, or at 6 p.m. to about 9 or 10 p.m. at night, when people start to filter out. So if you avoid those and you exercise away from other people, it gets rid of so much of the anxiety, and you're not having to plan your exercise and think about who is using other machines. You can just sit down and use your machine and not worry. Normally though, if you just have a machine and you use it for a little bit, and then you can go to another one and then use that for a little bit, like it's not too worrying. If there's no one on the machine, it's there. So your towel gets put on the back of the machine, sort of where you're sitting, and that just makes a barrier between yourself and the bit where everybody else is sitting, so you don't get sweat and you don't share sweat. It's nice and hygienic that way. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all you need to expect from a gym. No one's gonna laugh at you. Yeah, everyone is fine. Here's the little clip from the first time I filmed it in my conclusion. I really like it. But yeah, have a good day guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!
That's it really. I was going to stretch out, but there was a guy around in the stretching area, so I couldn't because there was no space and I didn't want to ask him for any space. I'm going to do that when I get home, otherwise I'm going to get so thanks. But yeah, gyms are really one of those funny places where a lot of people, including myself, you kind of develop an anxiety around them. But like, you go to them and they're perfectly fine. It's not full of buff people who are trying to show off. I felt it was really weird filming myself actually, because it's not a very common thing to do. But yeah, hopefully you can gain some confidence and learn that it's not so spooky, but it's okay if you find it spooky. Yeah, so have a good day. Love you all. See ya.